Girls, now we'll take the application of distribution law. One of the application is we can study any chemical equilibrium which leads to the formation of complex ion. Like this equation, this example, potassium iodide plus iodine, this gives Ki3. This is a complex ion, Ki3 is a complex ion. Now to study this equation, we have to perform 3 experiments. First, we'll take the diagram so that you can understand. You have taken iodine as a solute, water and CH2, they are the 2 immiscible solvents. Because we have to make a complex, so you have to take potassium iodide. Therefore, we will put potassium iodide in water, little bit of potassium iodide in water. Okay. Now iodine, that is the solute, water and CH2, they are the immiscible solvents. And here what is needed is whatever is the iodine you have added, that should be known, concentration of iodine that should be known. Suppose A moles of iodine you have taken here in CH2 and potassium iodide you have added, that is B moles. A is the concentration of iodine in CH2 and B is the concentration of potassium iodide which we have added in water. That should be known. Now when we shake the 2 solution, then iodine from CH2 will go into water and combine with potassium iodide to form Ki3. Now initially the concentration of iodine was A, but after the distribution of iodine, the concentration of iodine left in CH2 is C. What is? Iodine left in CH2 is C. That we can calculate by doing titration of iodine with hypo. So I have told you earlier that you have to do 3 experiments. First, the solution of iodine in CH2 is shaken with water. Iodine लेंगे, water and CH2 लेंगे, shake करेंगे so that we can calculate K, distribution coefficient K, because I need K for the practical. So this is the first step you have to do. First, calculate K, distribution coefficient. Second, solution of iodine in CH2. This solution of iodine in CH2, that should be of known concentration A. This is shaken with water in which potassium iodide is added. So we will say potassium iodide solution also of known concentration. I have told you B is the concentration of potassium iodide solution. Okay. Now third step is, after the distribution of iodine is complete between the 2 layers, then the concentration of iodine left in CH2 is determined. When distribution of iodine between the 2 layers is completed, earlier it was A. When iodine goes to this side, now the concentration of iodine left in CH2 is denoted by C. So after doing these 3 steps, we will write. Suppose initial concentration of iodine in CH2 हमने क्या लिया? A. Initial concentration of potassium iodide in water कितना है? B. Concentration of iodine left in CH2 layer after distribution is complete, I have told you, that is C. In first step we have done distribution coefficient of iodine between water and CH2, that is K. In this step I have told you we have to calculate the distribution coefficient. I have calculated, this is K. Now I have to know what is the concentration of iodine in aqueous layer. What is the concentration of iodine in aqueous layer? You have taken A moles of iodine. Now left is C. So what is the concentration of iodine in water? A minus C. So concentration of iodine in aqueous layer is A minus C. This A minus C includes free iodine and combined iodine. Okay. Now we have calculated K. K was what? Concentration of free iodine in aqueous layer and concentration of free iodine in CH2 layer. K you have with you. Now concentration of free iodine can be calculated. Concentration of free iodine in aqueous layer कैसे निकलेगी? Concentration of free iodine in CS2 कितना है? Concentration of free iodine in CS2 कितना है? अभी आपने निकाला C, तो C multiplied by K will be equal to Kc and concentration of free iodine निकल के कितना आ गया आपका? Kc. अभी आपने total concentration पानी में कितनी निकाली थी? A minus C, which include free plus combined, and here you have calculated concentration of free iodine Kc. तो combined कितनी हुई? टोटल थी A minus C minus Kc, इसकी निकल आएगी combined, और इतना बड़ा लिखने की बजाय will write D. So what is D? A minus C means total minus free. Total minus free is equal to combined. Okay, so D is the combined concentration of iodine in aqueous layer. Now I have told you this reaction Ki plus iodine is equal to Ki3. We have to calculate what? Equilibrium constant, K dash. How it will come? Concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. Now I have to calculate the concentration of Ki3. What is the concentration of Ki3? How will you calculate? Here 1 mole of potassium iodide combined with 1 mole of iodine, and this give 1 mole of Ki3. Now you have iodine concentration of, you have concentration of combined iodine. combined iodine कितना है आपके पास? D. अगर ये D है तो ये भी D होगा और ये भी D होगा, तो Ki3 की concentration कितनी निकली? D. Ki3 कितना है combined? D. अब ये दोनों क्या है? दोनों फ्री है, ये तो combined था. Ki की फ्री की concentration कितनी होगी? Ki फ्री कितना है? आपने इनिशियली लिया था B, combined कितना हो गया? क्योंकि कंबाइन तो तीनों 1 मोल है, तो अगर ये डी है तो ये भी डी होगा और ये भी डी होगा, तो आपने कितना हो गया? लिया था आपने इनिशियली बी, कंबाइन कितना हो गया? डी, तो फ्री कितना रह गया? बी माइनस डी. नाउ व्हाट इज द फ्री कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ आयोडीन? नाउ फ्री कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ आयोडीन यू हैव कैलकुलेटेड Kc, so here will Kc. So you know D, B minus D, Kc. All the values you have with you, you can calculate K dash. Okay. Now starting with different initial concentration of iodine and Ki, आप अलग अलग concentration ले लो iodine की भी और Ki की भी. हर बार अगर K dash it comes to be constant, it means this formula जो है कि this complex formation जो है that is confirmed, that will, this reaction will go on, this complex will be formed. Okay.